a dream and it's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me.
Wait,
Hold up.
shit,
Haters know I got a lot of.
Wait.
Hold up.
shit.
Haters mad cause they get nada. Got a lot of dollars, look like I just hit the lotto. Rich, pop my collar, looking like a baller. Take shots like revolver, but the stroke so Arnold Palmer. Don't tell me act right, I be in my bag like I be in the fast like blow money like a bag pipe. It's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see you hating and it's fine by me. Got a
fine by
dream
me.
and it's all I see. Got my
fine by
team
me.
and it's all I need. See you
fine by
hating
me.
and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
Yeah. Boy, it's only buckets where I'm at, where I'm from. They don't tuck it, they just shoot. Get buckets through the gap. You be sluggish at the back. I be Kirby Puckett.
You know what I mean? Like you
Stick
go
in
from
House
Monday
of
to
Moan
Tuesday
Brown,
to
stuck it to the
skip
mat.
the middle. But when you
Magic.
put it on the middle, because it's set up to go that entire distance, it'll go the distance between like.
I get what you're saying. Like the gear spacing itself is different to
Yeah.
make it move that.
Yeah,
X
so I don't
amount.
think. Yeah, I don't think they're necessarily using ton of power to do that. I think they're just the way they.
I'm
spaced
sure it
it.
requires more energy than a normal like just
Probably, I don't
English
know.
thing. Anyways, guys, we're talking about watches and stuff like normal GhettoRig stuff. Welcome back, guys, for another episode of the GhettoRig podcast. For those who don't know, my name is Eddie. This is my co-host Jay over here, and we got Miguel behind the camera doing all the producer stuff, making sure we're running nice.
He's
and
got
clean.
his going out wife beater on today.
Yeah. He felt came out with some savagery today, Miguel.
It's a little hot outside.
Yeah,
I was
it's getting
expecting
hot,
I was
guys.
expecting for it to be a lot colder, but guess not.
So
Yesterday was super cold at work. We were playing a game of we call it Gator Ball. It's kind of like ultimate frisbee. I think that's what it is, where you just pass it to each other until you get to the finish line. And it was very, very cold, and then it was very hot, and then it was very cold again.
yeah, that's Florida's bipolar weather for you. Like,
100%.
but what I was gonna say was like, when me and my dad started working in the truck a month ago, it was 40 degrees in the mornings. You know what I mean? And so, and my truck doesn't have the blower.
Yeah.
The blower motor is like not turning on. So like when we first got the truck, we would have the AC on, and while we were driving, it would automatically just go and like turn on, and then randomly turn off. Right? So we were in there, and as someone who lives in Florida, I think you find it to be a little more acceptable to
When your
freeze your ass off than to sweat your balls off, because we're so sick of sweating our balls off. You know what I mean?
It's 100% acceptable to freeze your fucking ass off in Florida, and if you don't like that, then I don't know what to tell you.
I feel like as a Floridian, you just are accepting of the cold a little more.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's like such little of it. Even if it's brutal cold, it's such little of it.
I
that
enjoy
you're
that
like
shit,
okay with it.
Anything
Yeah,
under
we
70,
enjoy it.
anything under 70 as a Floridian, it's very cold.
It's very cold. Yeah. it is.
Anything under 60, it's fucking freezing.
Basically.
No, it's not. Anything under 60, I can feel alive.
Yeah, because you got that in your blood.
Anything
Yeah,
under
no.
70, I'm like, okay.
So
we can do
I
this.
personally, I think prime day weather is 55 to 60. Prime day weather.
Yeah.
And then prime night weather is basically around the same. Because maybe just even a little bit better.
Yeah.
Like 60, 65 is like perfect at night.
That was the thing about, like, that's what I was surprised by Medellin, you know, no matter,
Bro,
I've gone
that
there.
Weather was fucking awesome.
Yeah, different times of the year, too. Like,
It's
it
not
wasn't
as
just-
humid over there, right?
No, it's
No.
not. But you're in the valley.
Well-
Medellin is in this valley of these mountains.
But it does rain there during
It does
summers.
rain. It is a wetter. It's like a wet place. Like it's
Yeah,
constantly just drizzling randomly
Yeah.
and stuff. But the weather's
They
still
don't
very
have, like,
nice.
like, they don't have lakes or anything like that, big rivers or lakes, so you're not getting the same humidity like us living on a coast.
Well, yeah,
right?
and you're literally in the valley of like three mountains that are surrounding
It
you.
is
and just-
still like in a jungle. It is still humid within a jungle,
Right.
but like in a city,
in
no.
the city, no. It's
And
not.
the craziest thing, their rains are like, their rains are similar to the rains we would get in Lithuania. It's kind of like it's not a rain. It's more of like a drizzle. It's almost like a mist sometimes. You know, it'll hit hard.
Sometimes, yes.
Sometimes it's a mist. Sometimes it's hard. So
And then even though it rains pretty often, but it's not so bad to where the place isn't enjoyable.
Yeah.
And at the same time, it's not like they say London, fucking raining all the time, but then it's also really
Terrible.
muggy.
Yeah,
Like the
dark,
never has clear
gray.
skies.
yeah,
It's just fucking gray.
Seattle was like that.
It's just
bro.
fucking gray.
Like Seattle was like that fucking gray, man. That's why people in Seattle are fucking miserable because it's so gray. They're always depressed. They
Didn't you
never see
suggest us
sun.
to go to Seattle?
To go see Seattle, yeah, it's like a vacation spot. But
Right,
like
but
to
to
live
live
there,
there? Yeah.
fuck no.
How
Fuck
you've
no.
been to London? What was your experience in the
London,
in the
fucking
English
dirty, nasty, smelly.
Did
Everybody
you have
says,
beans on toast?
huh? Bro,
you
their
have
food
beans
is
on toast?
fucking disgusting.
Yeah, I heard there's food.
Food is terrible, man. It's such trash, bro.
I mean,
The
think
only
about
thing-
it. Think about it, Jay. It's OG white people food.
It is.
It's OG
Extra,
white people
extra
food.
unseasoned.
Extra
unseasoned.
unsalt. Yes.
They do chemistry to take the flavor out of
Yeah.
the food that they have that don't have seasoning
Yeah.
on it. Like the only thing that like was kind of acceptable and you could see myself eating, this thing was called Nando's chicken.
I've heard
about
of Nando's.
Nando's chicken, and there's these chicken shops. They call them the chicken shops, right? Chicken
Yeah.
is chicken and
Chicken. Chicken.
chicken and chip shops. You know, that's what they call them. And then you go in there, and they give you multiple flavors of it, and that you can put on top. But it's basically a rotisserie chicken. That's what it is. That's the basic premise of rotisserie
I
chicken.
just had that today.
You know, rotisserie chicken is pretty good until you eat good rotisserie chicken. When you eat good rotisserie chicken that's been marinated for a minute, like it's got all the spices and it's been cooking in its own juices, bro. Like
Sam's
Nah.
Club used to have some pretty bomb
badass,
rotisserie chicken.
yeah. You know who has the best rotisserie chicken I've ever had? Shout out to Peruano, like Peruvian restaurant. I was in DC. I went specifically to a Peruvian restaurant that was nominated one of the best rotisserie chickens. Bro, their rotisserie chicken is fucking like, I don't know what the fuck they do. I think it's the oven and the specific wood that they burn
Can
in
I
there.
get Chad up, Miggy?
Yeah, I got
Thank you, brother.
And they use actually rosemary twigs, like fresh rosemary twigs.
Uh-huh.
And for whatever reason, the oil from those twigs gets inside the chicken meat, and that what adds that like smoke after it's cooking, that smoky rosemary
Savory,
flavor, savory flavor to it. It's really fucking good, man. But anyway, talking about England, their food fucking suck.
Yeah, I heard their food is really bad.
Now, culturally, fucking amazing. You can see some crazy shit.
Really?
Like from Big Ben to their bridges to their churches
Ah,
to their
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
buildings. You can see some crazy ass shit, right? Like, because it used to be the center of Europe.
I mean,
Well, it
that
used
is
to
the
be
one thing
biggest city in
the
Europe, you know?
English are known for. Is like their boasting of their past.
Mm. And the crazy part is the entire city of London is divided into zones. So zone 1 would be the center, like where you have the Big Ben, the Queen's Palace, all that shit. Then zone 2, you'll have the what they call it Kensington. Kensington is the where the rich people live, basically, right? Zone 2, and then you have the zone 3, zone 4, zone 5, zone 6. Anyway, and as you go through those zones, like as you cross a zone, is a
Drastically
fucking
different.
clear and distinct difference between like the quality of cars, the way
say
people
quality
are
of life.
dressed,
Quality
the
of
way
life.
people are acting. Yeah, bro, it's big, and it's so funny. Like the entire city of London, they all have speed cameras in there.
Really?
So they'll take a picture of your car, and as you drive, they'll take a picture of your car as you exit. If the average speed is more than the speed limit, you get a ticket. They don't need cops. Cameras do all that shit.
Damn. So
Even
motherfuckers
if
gotta
you
drive
like
correct.
think about it, even if you know there's a camera here and there's a camera there, even if you slow down and pass the camera, it's gonna take your average speed and say, I don't give a fuck, you slow down, you're still going fast. So it blew dick there. You have to
I've noticed as people like us that live in St. Petersburg, we're spoiled to the whole speed cameras, red
we're
light
just
cameras.
spoiled to not being in a big city, because any big city like that city, like you can't have a fucking car. There's no point of you having a car. Like public transportation is it.
Right.
Like the train system, there's really no point. I dealt with the same thing in Baltimore. I dealt with the same thing in DC. I dealt with the same thing in New York, LA. Like the public transportation is it. You know, like it's almost not well, not so much LA, but it's almost not worth for you having a car. Like unless you live in a suburb. But if you're within a city, no, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it. Like there's no point of you having a car.
Hmm.
But yeah,
Gordon Ramsay and what's that guy that eats the that used to go around eating burgers?
Guy Fieri.
Guy
Yeah.
Fieri.
They met up at the NFL Super Bowl.
Yeah, he
They
made
took
him dress
pictures
up like himself.
He put his chain on
Yeah.
Gordon.
That's funny.
Yeah, they were G'd out.
Gordon was wearing a nice ass AP.
Yeah.
Chrono AP.
He's a big watch guy, bro.
Yeah, he was wearing a really
Gordon
nice
is a
Chrono.
big watch
But
guy.
he's not into like chains and stuff.
No, he's
No,
not.
no,
He's
no.
very classy.
Yeah,
The
watches.
London people are classy.
Well, he does scream at people. So.
Yeah, if
in
you
a
actually want to look
classy
that
way.
up, Gordon's AP Super Bowl AP.
Super Bowl.
I think it was a blue dial,
I don't fucking know. I don't pay
navy blue
attention.
dial. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah, there you go.
It's kind of hard to look at in this picture, but we'll try and zoom in here.
No, it's not an AP. That's not. Is that what he was wearing? I thought he was wearing a Chrono AP.
More like a Submariner, no?
No, this is at the.
I don't think
this
that's
is
the
at State Farm
picture.
Stadium.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not the picture.
That's not.
That's not his picture.
Is it
Do
this
Guy Fieri, Gordon Ramsay, Guy Fieri.
one? Gordon. I don't think it's
Super
gonna
Bowl.
show.
Just do Super Bowl. Add Super Bowl next to it. There you go. That's the picture. That's the one. That's the
Yeah,
picture.
but it's not gonna show just his watch.
Yeah.
We're looking.
Yeah,
for two
go down, go
specific
down,
things.
go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. There you go. That right there. Can you make it out?
Good luck.
Yeah, no.
Good luck.
It was an AP Chrono, from what I remember.
Yeah, you can't really tell.
Yeah, you can't see it in any of the pictures.
Anyway, whatever.
That's all right. That's at least we got to see what he was dressed like, which is pretty fucking funny.
In other news,
Well, no,
Kanye.
that's I think that's Guy Fieri's get up, and he just
Right,
made
right. No,
some
yeah,
put it
I
on
know,
there.
I know. He was messing with him.
Kanye's Vultures got taken down from Apple Music.
Kind of is what?
It did.
Vultures, yeah.
When did that happen?
That just happened today, I think.
Yeah, I was
Why?
about to say because I looked at the album this morning.
Yeah, it got taken down.
What?
Why?
I don't know. I kind of looked into it. Apparently, the album in and of itself
It's-
got
I've
into
heard
Apple
it's trash.
Music because a distributor randomly put it into the system, and the system allowed it because I guess Kanye couldn't put it himself.
I think that's bullshit.
I think that's bullshit.
You know why?
Why?
Because I remember seeing the album pre-posted for a lot of times Apple
yeah.
Music will already have the album there, but it's not like allowed to be accessed.
But that's what I'm saying. But that doesn't mean that it was Kanye. It was a distributor of
I
Kanye.
know, but that means that there was enough time for it to sit there before it actually
No, it just got
came
sent.
out. I know, but I'm saying like
I'll-
Apple
I'll-
Music already
I'll look
had
it
it in
up
their
for you.
system for X
Bro.
amount of time.
All these companies just want Spotify to succeed.
Yeah, Vultures
That's all I
Vultures
have to
1 is
say.
still on Apple Music, bro.
All these companies just want the fucking Spotify to succeed.
Removed from Spotify, brother, not Apple Music.
I had heard Apple Music.
Oh, you're right. Look, the Variety article on the right. Down, that one. Yeah, you're right. Removed from Apple Music. But I'm looking at it right now. Vultures 1, right here.
Try playing it.
Mute me real quick. I don't want to.
Pull
You're good.
from what is it? Vultures one removed from Apple Music.
Oh, it does
Albums Donna Summer
Interesting.
interpolating
Yeah.
song pulled from Spotify. So there's one song that's pulled from Spotify, and then the album removed from. Go back up. See the go back up. Right there.
Kanye West Vultures 1 removed from Apple Music. Album
Donna Summer interpolating song pulled from Spotify.
There was a song that he got, like he requested a sample from this.
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, exactly. And apparently, like they said no, and then he still used it. Like,
Oh well, that's fucking dumb.
yeah.
And then Ozzy Osbourne has said he didn't want anything to do with it. And then Kanye pulled up a picture of him and his wife dressed up as Kanye and his now wife, which is stupid.
And then didn't Ozzy say something about you fucked with the wrong Jew or something like that?
I don't remember.
I heard
didn't
something
see
about
I
that.
didn't see that, but that's funny.
Someone said something like that to Kanye. You fucked with the wrong Jew. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what this
So-
articles are talking about. Vultures 1 is clearly still on Apple Music.
So
I had looked at it this morning. That's why when you said it, I was like, wait, really? When did that
Apparently,
happen?
the Swifties and Ye have a beef. They don't want him.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Swifties and Ye got a beef. Yeah, that's for sure.
well, can
Did
someone?
he get
please-
removed
can someone please explain to me what the fuck is deal with the Swifties? You know what I mean? Like,
Bro,
why?
that's damn near a cult at this point. Give me chat, Miggy. Fuck, man. Thank you. Giovanni.
Yeah. See,
Giovanni Cardona said I listened to it on Apple Music today.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I saw it. I haven't listened to the album yet. Like literally haven't played a song. The first time I played a song was right now just to see if it played. But I did see the album on Apple Music this morning while I was looking because I went to go play Kanye's Pablo album, The Life of Pablo, and when I went to go play it, I saw that the album was there.
So let's get back to this. Can someone please give me like one reason why would what's her name Taylor Swift be so fucking popular?
I'm pulling my mic real quick.
She's America's sweetheart. That's all it is.
She's America's sweetheart. Okay, we've had a bunch of America's sweethearts.
Yeah, but I don't know. Taylor Swift is just popping, bro. I don't know what it is about her.
But what makes like it's just like she well let's just look at it. I mean,
Sorry about that, guys.
she does make songs. They're good, but they're not not
great.
amazing.
No, they're
not
great. You just don't like them, and I don't like them either. But in the grand scheme of things, they're fucking great because people love them.
yeah.
not people.
And she
not
sells.
people.
And
Not
she
people.
sells. Everybody says it. She
Not
Yeah,
sells.
I
people.
can't see.
She
This is
sells,
the thing,
dude.
Jay. Like you might say it's not great. I'm not gonna say it's great because I anecdotally don't enjoy it. But you have to respect the fucking billboards, bro.
No, I
Like,
understand what
she
you're
makes
saying.
great music in the sense of the overall. Like,
But
the grand scheme
who
of
she
things.
makes the music for?
The Swifties.
The Swifties,
The
bro.
Swifties, which are most of the time not grown women or grown men
Well,
That is.
or any man.
Maybe not back then.
See, this is
Maybe
you're
not
wrong
back
as
then.
well.
But now those
Yeah.
people have grown up.
Because Taylor Swift has been prevalent for so long, and that's why I think her prevalence has almost skyrocketed recently, is because she's come out with this new music,
Yeah.
right? That's really girly and all that stuff. So she appeals to young teens, young female teens, like you're saying, which I agree with. But she's also been doing this already for what, 15 years? So she's already got the girls that are now 30, that were 15 when she started, that are into her too. So I'll agree with you that men usually aren't into her music. You're absolutely right. I mean, I don't know any guys that are around me that listen to fucking T Swift.
Victor?
But he also listens to anime intros.
And Frozen.
Yeah, so
and-
whatever. Victor's not a good, not a good example.
I saw this.
But
I saw this.
women, older women, even close to 30s and 40s now, are going to be listening to her,
Her music is very family friendly.
Yeah, it is.
I
So
saw this
it
clip.
just
I'm not
sells.
finding it. I'm gonna post it in the court so you can pull
Right.
it up.
What is it about?
It's about Taylor Swift talking about it's her talking about like the general situation, what's going on right now in the world, but the guy gives a commentary, which is pretty good. I don't want to like
Ruin it. Yeah.
not that ruin it. I won't be able to say it in the same
Spoil.
way. Yeah. But anyway, so you see, here's the thing. It's not just United States, right? It's worldwide. Like
Well,
worldwide.
Yeah,
she's
worldwide.
selling out tickets.
But ready? I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong about this.
Yeah.
But I feel that America has a extremely large influence on global pop culture.
Definitely, for sure.
Yes.
100%.
Yeah.
All across the board. When it comes to music, when it comes to movies, when it comes to any kind of content creation.
Yeah.
Even in China.
This is what I'm saying. This is why Mr. B started doing dubs of his fucking thing. Because people in like Spain and in Africa or whatever, in Asia,
Yeah,
were
yeah.
literally
Beast in
taking his
Espanol.
ideas and making the same video. But, you know, of course
So-
the people in Spain isn't going to watch Mr. Beast. They got to watch the local.
Here's my opinion. I think this clip is gonna, like what she says, I think is gonna explain why Swift is so popular, right?
Is this it?
Just her part where she talks, and pause it after she's
Is
done
this it?
talking. Yeah, that's
Okay.
the one.
The most rage
After
provoking. Oh, my God.
After she's done talking, play that.
Male behavior silently.
So call out your
Pause
Pfizer
it,
boyfriend
pause
soy
it,
male.
Pause it. So that right there is, I think, the reason she's so popular. That she's like standing up for fighting for women and this and that, blah blah blah, this and that, right? Like I think that's the reason that she's becoming popular, because a lot of the young girls will look up to her, like, look at her, she's strong and independent, blah blah blah, right? So
Okay.
play the rest of it.
behavior, literally pushing and yelling at a 65-year-old. But you won't, because you're a hypocrite with a piss poor taste in men, and your entire fan base is going to justify those actions by your boyfriend whose emotional growth was stunted at 14 years old, because they want you, their queen, to so bad prove that an untraditional feminist woman can be in a happy, healthy relationship. Good luck with that.
The most rage-provoking
Can I hear this first part actually again? Sorry, Maggie.
element of being a female is, for centuries we've been just expected to absorb male behavior silently.
So call out your Pfizer.
Rage provoking.
Yeah.
I think that's fucking. Wow. Okay. Just gonna have a sip of my drink.
She has some views, just like everybody has their own views.
Yeah. So do you think the guy has a point on this? What he's saying?
No, he's just a hater.
I think they both have points.
He's a hater. In which
But-
way he's a hater?
He's just a hater. He's just trying to
So-
paint Taylor Swift in a bad light.
Well,
No.
I mean, he's just pointing out the
This is the
hypocrisy.
thing. This is the thing. Ready? She's saying that they silently have to intake men's raging behavior, right?
Yeah. Well, they're saying that for the longest time.
The most raging thing is having
Yes,
to
they
silently
had to
intake their
be
behavior.
basically saying we had to be in the shadows of men, no more.
Okay.
Like I think that's what she's trying to say. Like she's trying to say, yeah, I don't agree with that poll because 48% of men they're forced to listen to her songs.
Damn.
They literally are
48% of her people
Yeah.
are men. I don't
Yeah,
believe that.
forced to listen to her songs. When the girlfriend is next to you, she wants to listen to that. A majority of men are gonna cave in and listen to that music. So I don't think men overall listen to Taylor Swift. I don't think that's just the flavor.
This is what you put on a first date, right there. Some Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
you don't fucking listen to it. You're just trying to make an impression, So, now I don't know if he's right, but pointing out the hypocrisy part of it was like, okay, well, you're talking about the raging part, but then yet your boyfriend out there on the field screaming at the coach in front of everyone.
I think what she's talking about is like behavior specifically towards women, right? So I think this is why I was saying I think they're both wrong and right.
The reason why I said that this guy's just trying to put her in a bad light was because this interview, I'm pretty sure, was way before this Travis Kelce thing that's going on. And that video is taken out of complete context.
That interview is from definitely looks like a long time ago.
I don't. Say that again. I don't understand what you mean.
This video, the video of Taylor Swift, was back then,
Yeah.
before the Travis Kelce thing.
No, but what does that got
Which
to do with Travis Kelce being the
Taken
way he is?
completely out of context.
I don't think it's
Well,
taken out of context
then it's
because
not.
of its.
Because she's
because
saying
of its
this is
difference
what
in
I want.
time.
This is what I want, and this
I think
is what
I agree with you that it's taken out of context in the sense where she's talking about behavior towards women.
Okay.
That's what I think, right? But he wasn't behaving towards the man. No, he's behaving towards his coach in a fucking football
again.
game.
I
where
don't-
they're being
I don't
aggressive as
I
shit.
don't agree. I'm sick and tired of seeing this video already, but okay.
Yeah, we don't have to play it again.
All right, don't play. It doesn't matter. All right. Anyway, I don't know. I think it's just a persona. That's. I think it's the persona
I
more
think
than
she was
anything.
talking too much without, like, really watching, and I think he was talking too much without really watching what he was saying either.
Yeah, play the other clip that I had up.
Which one?
It's in the Discord group.
Which
You
one?
gotta start at like 49 seconds. That one right there. Gotta start at 49 seconds. Pause it. Start at 49 seconds. Yeah. Go
Just
back,
because
go
I
back
think
a
that
little bit more. Go back a little bit more. 'Cause you're gonna... No, that's too much. No, go back. That's too much. Yeah.
And I'm glad Illa's here. Let's see.
Give you a guilt-free
There you go. Go. Yeah, right there.
pass to sleep with anybody in the world. Would you use it?
yes,
Smash Drake.
he know.
First of all, Cuz already knew. They didn't have this conversation.
Oh, he know who I'm smashing. Yeah, I'm gonna go smash Drake.
Why Drake?
Just because I think that he's sexy and I like his music. Yeah,
Nothing more, nothing less.
nothing more, nothing less. He looks good and his music is fire. Like he's an idol. Like he's an idol.
I'm
Yeah.
an idol too.
He's somebody worth
I'm an
smashing.
idol too.
That's crazy.
No, you're not, nigga.
Playing guitar in downtown on the street.
Huh?
I said, bitch, if that was the case, you would smash the dude playing guitar downtown.
Well, no, she says
Because if he looks good and he can sing.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a fucking gummy snake.
Yeah, but she was saying no more, nothing less, nothing more, nothing less. Well, clearly there's fucking more.
Well, no. See, here's the thing. That he's like, would you use if he gave you free pass, would you use it?
Yeah, and man already knew.
And yeah, he's like, oh, she would smash Drake because they probably had this conversation before. You know, she straight up said, "I'll have." Now,
And she recently saw it probably his missile. It was like, I'm definitely smashing Drake.
yeah, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing. So, as a guy, do you think that's okay?
Yeah,
What do you
good
mean?
luck. I mean, if you can smash Drake, good luck.
What do you mean if you can't smash this?
As a
Bunch of
guy,
bitches-
as who? Which guy?
As a guy that's dating a girl like
As
that,
dating a girl like that. I will have to say
they're
this.
in Miami, bro.
Your chances of getting into the NBA are higher than fucking getting with Drake. Good luck.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
What are you talking
the
about?
chances of that actually happening and her going to smash
Of her
Drake
being
is
good
very
looking
low.
and Drake smashing her? She's a pretty good looking girl. What's stopping Drake from smashing her?
So you're telling me if that girl wanted to smash Drake, she has a high chance of doing so?
100%.
You're fucking wild, Jay.
100%.
You're fucking wild.
Why wouldn't Drake smash her?
Because
He-
that girl
why
is
wouldn't
not that
Drake-
pretty.
Why wouldn't Drake smash her?
Because he's got thousands to choose from.
That's my point. That's exactly my fucking point.
And why would
based
she
on
choose
those,
that broke
based on
back
those
fucking...
analytics, the
That's
chances
exactly
are
my
very,
point.
very, very low.
No, they're not. I don't think you understand.
I don't think you understand.
Bro, you're the finance guy. You should know that the math is
What-
off here.
I think
math isn't math.
I think the problem is because you're thinking, oh, Drake has this status, he can be picky. I don't think Drake is picky.
Oh, I definitely think he's picky.
I don't think Drake is picky. I think Drake invites 50, 60 bitches to his house and then chooses what he want to sleep with.
I will say, he's been with Sexy Red a lot. He walked into the hospital like he was the baby daddy. When Sexy Red went into the hospital, Drake went with her. And SZA, I think, was there too. And he was just...
SZA.
He walked into the hospital like dancing and jumping. Like he was super excited.
Bro, and average girls have smashed Drake.
Sexy Red is
I don't know
anything
what
but
you guys
fucking
talking
sexy,
about.
too.
Like she has an extremely high chance of smashing Drake.
That's not what we're saying. I mean, we definitely know that Drake has definitely smashed some sixes. I mean, his baby mama, she's not really that.
Well, no, so now you're talking about like as far as like whether she's hot or she's not. What I'm talking about as a female that's somewhat okay.
No.
She has a chance.
Is
to
she
smash
even
by
okay?
Drake.
Let me see the video.
I think if you take the factor of she's pretty, she can smash, and just leave it to just numbers alone, again, very low chance of that happening.
No, my thing is very low chance of happening. Her getting a relationship from Drake, but Drake smashing that? No, I don't think that's that hard. Why not? Why wouldn't Drake smash it?
No.
Give me one good reason why wouldn't he smash it?
Because he's got thousands of 8, 9s, and 10s.
So
So that's
what?
like a 5 or a 6.
So what?
I'm not
it's just
saying
another star in the calendar.
I'm not
So
saying that
what?
Drake.
that.
I'm not saying that Drake can't smash. Drake could definitely smash, but the girl wanting to smash Drake and
that
Drake
actually
actually
happening?
wanting to because of the fact that he met this girl, not
Yeah,
happening.
that's low. Very like no.
I don't know, man. I think her chances of
I think we're gonna have to
smashing Drake,
agree to disagree here, Jay.
I think her chances of smashing Drake are much higher than you
Thank
said
you, Miggy.
somebody becoming a basketball player.
Mine's still active.
So you would probably have a lot less of a chance to become a basketball player than Drake smashing that girl. Just saying. She has better chance of smashing Drake.
I wish there was. I wish. You know what's funny? Right now we're saying I wish, but I bet in 10 years this will be a stat. What's the likelihood of me fucking Drake?
Well,
In 10 years there'll be an AI that'll figure that out for us.
the stat is already there. I don't know.
The stat is not there. What
Yes,
the fuck?
it is. So, hold on a second.
You spitting stuff out here, Jay?
Yeah, the stat is already there.
The
Yeah.
stat's not there.
Not specifically for Drake, but for the dudes that are like on a higher end of smashing
Yeah,
women.
but Drake isn't just on
Drake-
the higher level.
Drake is
He's
just
on
a legend, dude.
another dimension.
Yeah, so I would put him.
Not to suck his dick here. But
No, I would put him right up there with. Okay, so I think Dan Bilzerian has done this game probably the best out of all of them, and then before him there was the
feel like-
Playboy dude.
I feel like Dan Bilzerian
So-
has his own fucking realm too.
Dan is in a different section. You have to realize that you go up to a girl right now
Mm-hmm.
and you say, "Hey, do you know what Dan Bilzerian?" I feel like most girls are not gonna know who the fuck that is.
Unless they're a model or something.
Unless she's a
Unless
model
they're in
or
the
she's
game.
already famous or in the game or whatever and knows about social media and stuff like this. But your average chick won't know about Del Bilzerian. Your average chick is gonna fucking know about Drake. Your grandma's gonna know about fucking Drake.
I understand that, but hear me out. exactly because Drake is a celebrity, they know him. Dan Bilzerian was nobody, and he smashed bitches left and right. So who knows the game better, him or Drake?
Well, it probably knows the actual game better. Is
It's
probably
Bilzerian.
Bilzerian.
And the
in
person
in
that
the sense that Drake's so famous, he doesn't need to know the game.
well,
You know what I mean?
Well, that's true, but then Dan
Yeah.
Bilzerian, there's been one of the girls that recruits people to for Dan Bilzerian's parties, whatever. She's like, he will never approach you to smash. Like if you want to smash him, you need to go and sit on his face, literally.
Yeah.
Like that's Dan Bilzerian's thing. So, but more than anything, I think the one that's been doing this game for the longest and the best was the Hugh Hefner, and he did it without social media.
Hugh Hefner was his own category of legend as well.
Yeah.
Because he had the Playboy Mansion, and then that started its own TV show where he featured the Playboy models, and then he eventually even got the house for the Playboy bunnies. He was a legend.
Yeah. So I think this is what would happen.
The black makes
if Drake
your
stops
boy look skinny.
If Drake stops creating and he kind of disappears a little bit, right? If Drake stops creating and disappears a little bit, he still will have a following because of Drake, but that's gonna go down. But if Dan Bilzerian today stops, like advertising him his shit, the sheer thing that he's got so many women around him, the girls are naturally gonna want to be there. I don't know. I don't know if this might be wrong, but anyway, that's not the point.
I think that
the
could
point
potentially end in a few years, just because of who knows? I mean, Hugh Hefner was fucking 80 years old and he was still pulling.
Still smashing, yeah. So my point here is like the dudes at that end, like it's a hockey stick, right? Like it just starts very slow, like no partners, and then it just goes to about 50, and then goes whoop, like top 1%, top 5%, just like smashing left and right. So, you know.
They do have cool planes. They're talking about planes.
Yeah, let's talk about planes.
We Lockheed Martin.
No. Wait. So
Man, he wants to talk about planes.
That's fine, but my question was.
He's like,
my question because we
defend
didn't.
Miggy.
Dude,
I'm trying to phase into something else, but no. Hold on.
We squirreled this shit. We did a squirrel about this. The video wasn't about this. We just fucking went into a segue
And it's
about
okay.
nothing. But the point is, what would you do if you were that dude? If your girl was saying that.
I mean, if my girl's saying that. I mean, clearly he already fucking knew.
Like I said, if my girlfriend said that, I don't give a fuck. I just look at her and I'll tell her again, you have a better chance of getting to the NBA. Good luck.
And I mean, didn't he ask her if you were to smash someone? Like, that's the question. The question is a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, give an answer, whatever. Yeah.
Why would
you
you
see
be
no
mad?
problem with that?
Well, I see a problem with, like, the dynamic in general. Like, he already knew. Her answer to it was very vague and like trying to cover up the real reason she wants to fuck him, which gave me some insight on the
Well, the second question is why
judging.
she want to fuck anybody else besides her man?
I mean, what do you mean? Other people, just because you're with someone doesn't mean you're gonna find other people attractive.
No, that doesn't work. That doesn't
what do you
work.
mean
On
that doesn't
average,
work?
you line up
You're
women.
with a
on
girl, you
average.
see another girl, she's attractive as fuck. You wouldn't like to smash that girl?
Huh?
If you're with a girl, you see another girl that's very, very, very
Yeah,
attractive.
but we're different. Men and women are different. We're not the same.
Oh, here we go.
Wait,
Double-edged
so-
swords. Double-edged swords.
I get, men and women are very different,
We're fucking different.
but women have attraction. They are attracted to other humans.
They are, but for her to sleep with someone, she has to be emotionally involved. On average.
Well, clearly this bitch doesn't have those fucking. Yeah, celeb hall passes are fairly common in relationships. I agree.
Bullshit. No hall pass is common in a relationship.
It's not a hall pass.
Nah.
It's a celeb hall pass.
I don't give a fuck
Something
what it
you're
is.
talking about that's literally never gonna happen.
I don't give a fuck what it is.
No,
It's
no,
not.
you're fucking
yeah.
crazy. You're basically telling me that when a girl gets in a relationship with a dude, she has to automatically shut off all attraction to all other men.
She doesn't have to. It automatically happens for her.
That's not fucking true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Literally, that's literally how evolution has built majority.
So, you're telling me.
Mm-hmm. Why do you think they're so fucking picky?
No, listen. You're telling me that when a girl gets with a dude,
Mm-hmm.
she instantly is like Leonardo DiCaprio is fucking ugly.
No. So
The fuck are you talking about then, Jay?
No. So this is the thing. When a girl gets with the dude, in a lot of the cases, what happens is they're looking at it as the girl settling down or finding somebody that's an equal to her, right? That's what in a lot of situations happens.
Okay, I don't see where you're going with this, but okay.
So because they're settling either down with this guy or they're equal, so they automatically assume that there's a better guy out there. So in a lot of situations, that's what happens.
Okay.
Now, if the girl got in a relationship with a guy understanding that that's the best guy she can ever find, she would turn off Leonardo DiCaprio. The problem is it's a little bit ass backwards, because we all know women have this gigantic list of what attracts guys to them, right? Like what makes a guy attractive. This. So naturally, guy has to come in superior at all levels to a woman to even be on her radar and be attracted to her or attractive to her for her.
Yeah, they strive upwards.
Yes. So, but they come in a relationship thinking that now we're even.
Okay,
but they're not. So the point here is,
oh my god.
Yeah, Alex, bro, Alex, please stop. You're just on another level of fucking stupid. I'm not even gonna go there. So here's the thing: when a girl is looking at a guy, she has this list of things, right?
Uh-huh.
She has to be more intelligent. They're most likely do more things. Most likely,
but I don't think they look at it as
money.
Do more.
Yes,
they look
they do.
at it as
they do
a baseline.
Baseline. It's even or more.
But not necessarily
equal or more.
No, I don't think it's equal or more. It's like this much. It doesn't necessarily have to be comparative to them, but this much.
What's that?
Like, for example, it doesn't necessarily mean you have to be smarter than them, but you need to be this smart at least.
At least at her level or above. Because no girl like if you ask her, do you want to date somebody that's dumb? And they're gonna say no.
Dumb is one thing, but to say someone that's
somebody that's less intelligent than you, it's gonna be no.
Well,
somebody equal intelligence or more.
Strive up only.
Yes, they're all date up. It's called it. What's the word that I'm looking for? They're always date up, right? Like it's just the way they are.
Okay.
And the studies are out. It's been done. It's been said.
Okay.
So when they do that, and this guy starts dating with them, a lot of situations they think now they're equal. They're not understanding that the guy is much better than them in every single qualification, most of the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So if the guy is better than her, huh?
I said my bad. I'm just trying to get chat on my phone.
Because there's a misunderstanding of this equality of what level playing field we're on. That's where you get these type of issues where they're like, okay, well, there's another guy that's better than you, even though she doesn't realize that this guy that she has is much better than what she is. She thinks they're both on an equal level, equal field, playing level field, right? But in reality, she's below him most of the time. In any couple. But because she thinks they're equal, she always thinks there's somebody better than this guy.
Okay.
Without realizing that the guy she already has is the best she can attract and keep.
I think this is a long string of thought based on someone having a celebrity hall pass.
Yeah, the point is that if a girl gives you that, like if the girl gives you that relationship is fucking doomed. She'll never be faithful to you. Never.
Based on a hypothetical question?
Yes, based on a hypothetical question.
Yeah,
yes, because that's the thing. I mean, they're evolutionarily have come up to be this way. We've come up to fucking spread it far and wide. They've come up to spread it with the best one only. So if you're not the best one, and she has already things about in her head that there might be another guy that's better than you, you're doomed. Your relationship is doomed. Grass is greener on the other side. It has nothing to do with my opinion or anything. That's just how it is.
Did you know that Russia is creating a cancer vaccine?
I want even rebuttal.
They've always been creating a cancer vaccine. Always.
What did you say again?
Russia's creating a cancer vaccine, or they're very close to creating a cancer vaccine.
Cancer vaccine.
Yeah, but they've been fucking close to creating fucking cancer vaccine for many, many years.
Yeah, but we all know that's kind of a bullshit. There's no way. Anyways, we were talking about planes, right?
Yes, we're gonna get into planes before we started talking about this bullshit.
Who was it? Lockheed Martin. They made a ring wing.
What the fuck is that?
Look at that.
What's like? How does that even work? How are those wings gonna create lift? I don't understand.
I don't know. So
Because once you understand how lift works, you understand how planes fly, right? And how the fuck is that going to create lift?
The unique design feature in question, and you can't really miss it, is the ring-shaped wing, which is also the inspiration for the name. Instead of using two wings, one on each side, it relies on a single wing that's circular. The wing, which is 7.4 meters in circumference, arches back 27 degrees to attach itself to the tail of the aircraft. The wing makes the airplane even more massive than it already is, standing 23 meters tall.
But how is that gonna... Okay, so it says...
It looks tremendous, but it serves several specific purposes, and being aesthetically interesting is just one of them.
So it says here, thanks to the ring wing, it can generate more lift. And is less affected by crosswinds.
Which also uses less fuel as a result.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So why haven't they been doing this, like, the whole time?
Unfortunately, the groundbreaking design also comes with collateral disadvantages, chief among which is increased drag. This is the reason why this concept hasn't taken off yet, pun intended.
But they're saying,
they're saying drag, and that means the amount of fuel that's saved by generating more lift is spent counteracting the drag.
So then this is not saving fucking fuel at all.
Yeah,
it's exactly the same basically, or they've managed to make it neutral.
But in the sense where it's going to cost way more.
Shit. Yeah.
It's probably going to cost way more to produce this kind of plane. Why go and do it if you're not going to have any real benefits? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess the only real benefit is it fucking looks cool at this point.
They haven't scrapped the program yet, but it probably doesn't sit that high in their list of priorities. I mean, it's a very cool design. It could also bring about other issues like where the fuck are you going to park this thing?
Yeah, because now it's like double the tallness, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's double the tallness, but it's not double the this
width,
way.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. To me, it was this shit sounds like the movie Dictator. I want to make it pointy.
Yeah.
So right there, make it circular. You know.
Motherfucker at Lockheed said, "Can we make it round?"
Round.
Like, what are you fucking talking about? Yeah, bro. Like, connect the wings. And the engineer said, "Oh shit, that'll create more lift." And then they actually did it. And it's like, oh shit, the drag is out of control.
Yeah.
Aliens.
Okay.
This actually, I just read something here which makes interesting sense.
I just finished Interstellar last night. Fucking.
How many days did it take you?
3.
Yeah. Took you a couple of days, huh?
Yeah, it's a 2.5 hour movie.
What, did you fucking take notes and shit?
Well, no, because like me and Emily would start watching it before going to bed, and like she starts falling asleep. Yeah.
So it says here that alien probes may have already visited Earth. Scientists say Earth has had biosignatures for 3 billion years.
Mm-hmm.
See, how the fuck they measure this though?
Yeah, carbon dating.
With official government increasing
carbon 14 is a radioactive carbon. That's how they carbon dating.
Unidentified anomalous phenomena, UAPs. The concept of extraterrestrial contact has never seemed closer, but alas, there's still major logistical hurdles for any aliens looking to swing by. I'm just gonna skip here. Scott McCormick, an assistant professor of engineering and material science at the University of California, Davis, said that even if alien civilizations did manage to figure out how to travel faster than light speed, they'd still have to deal with all that space junk that would pummel their aircrafts en route. Imagine you're just fucking driving and just fucking hit something.
See, this is like, for example, if you watch Star Wars, you figure out like they kind of brought out, like made up an idea of how to fix that. So like in Star Wars, it's called hyperspace, right? You jump through hyperspace. In Star Wars, there's literal like hyperspace lanes, right? So like in the Star Wars universe, you wouldn't want to be in the middle of one of those lanes because you just get fucking smashed through. Or like there's hyperspace jump spots and spots that you're supposed to jump out of. You don't want to be sitting in one of those spots because some fucking shit might just come out. Like theoretically, like they've brought up things to actually like solve that problem in a sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but does that apply to actual physics?
No. It's fucking Star Wars.
It's a show.
It's fucking Star Wars.
Yeah, so if
bro.
it doesn't apply to physics, then it's all horseshit.
Well, no, it applies to the theory of like things in the way.
No, yeah, but like see the whole idea of like wormholes and possible travel through wormholes and things like that. Like, does physics understand this? Can you explain it with physics? Is it possible?
Yeah, in the sense where, so the way that they're explaining these wormholes travel through space is because they bend space and time. So the example they actually give in Interstellar, which I'll show you.
Is it?
I'll show you what the wormhole does. Ready? Sorry about that battery I just threw on the floor. So,
No, I get the idea of a wormhole, but does physics explain it?
I think theoretical physics does. Yeah.
Theoretical physics does it, right? Like in practical, we can't do it because we don't have the technology.
Well,
for it,
because
right?
we don't know how to actually apply it, but we
So
understand.
if the theoretical physics does it, that means it's possible.
I think so.
Because physics is physics, whether it's here or fucking 1,000 billion light years away, right?
Yeah,
like that's my point.
But it also can depend at the speed you're moving. But what they're saying is
that's what I'm saying. So if you
wormhole-
need to increase the speed of something traveling, you're never gonna get close to speed of light. Number
There's no
one,
pen in here?
and if you do get to speed of light, it's almost there's no point of
Is there a
traveling
pen
with
over
speed
there
of light.
maybe behind the Rubik's
I
cube?
do not have any pens here.
No. Okay, it's fine. I can use this.
Thought I had one around here, but I guess
So, I don't know if Jay knows, but for those who don't know, the wormhole. Let's say you want to travel from here to here.
Yeah, you just fold it over top.
What the wormhole does is bend space and time. You don't have to travel through all that. You go straight there.
Yeah, that's cool. Now that's theoretically physics explains that theoretically. Now
Of
the
what wormholes,
speed
yeah.
you need
I
to
think.
have.
I'm not sure. I could be wrong.
So the speed you need to have, because theoretically, yeah.
Well, you wouldn't have to go through that at any speed. You would just go through it.
Well, no. The question is, can you get theoretically? Can you reach the speed of light? Yes, you can. But is it-
theoretically, no, I don't think so. You can.
theoretically,
I don't
well,
think
the
you can.
formula is there. You can do it.
To actually reach the speed of light, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you cannot reach speed of light or go even faster than speed of light, now what is the speed that you need to go through these wormholes?
I don't think you need to go through at any speed. I think you
it's
just go
like,
through.
Go through.
Right. So that's their whole theory.
So
It's like
who-
they're not necessarily, because I think by the laws of physics to reach the speed of light is impossible. Right. That's from
Yeah.
my knowledge. Right. By the laws of physics, it's basically impossible to do so. So what people's theories are is how these aliens are traveling is maybe using somehow creating these wormholes and getting to from point A to point B.
So here's what I think. I think aliens are not traveling. I think are there aliens there? Yes, but I don't think they're traveling.
I don't. I agree with Neil deGrasse Tyson at this point. I would love for aliens to be right and true, and I do think aliens are real. I think it would be very stupid of us to think that we're the only
Yeah.
life forms in the universe. But do I think we've been actually visited by aliens?
That's a hard no.
That's a hard one. I love entertaining all the ideas and stuff. I really do.
Because that gives you like the whole idea of like, oh, maybe we can get some technology.
the what if.
What if I'm the
It's just the
person?
what if, right?
Yeah. What
The
if,
what
what
ifs
if
are
I'm the
fun.
only person that gets encountered one, and they teach me their trades of the tricks?
That would be
you know?
cool, right?
Yeah.
Did you
Okay.
guys-
The what ifs are super fun. That's why we like talking about
Did
them.
you guys know there are more possible iterations of a game of chess than there are atoms in the universe?
Yes.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
Crazy.
More possible games of chess iterations. I get what you're saying, like
Yeah.
ways you can play out the game.
Yep.
Than there are atoms in the universe.
Yep.
No fucking way.
And did you
So-
know that a small child could swim through a blue whale's veins?
That's how big their veins are. Yo, Miggy, what the fuck are you hitting me with right now, bro?
Did you know how Game of Chess came around?
Yeah.
So this guy, it was in Arabia, or what country I don't remember, but the guy came in pretty much and said, "Here's a game I created, and I'll show you how to play it." And he
This
showed
was what game?
the chess.
Chess, or how chess is
Showed the
created.
king,
Right.
and the king is like, "Okay, I'm gonna want to buy this game from you." He's like, "Okay, give me 2 grains of rice, and double it every time you go to the next square. So you start with 2 grains of rice, and then you double it every time you go to the next
Right,
square."
2, and then 4, then 8, then
Yeah.
16.
So like
36,
by the time
32,
King
and
was like at the half
so
of
on.
half a fucking board,
Right.
they ran out of all the grains in a fucking kingdom,
Really?
including rice and fucking every other grain.
Because
out
I know
there.
how to play chess.
Yeah.
Right. Like if you put a chess table in front of me and we could play.
Yeah.
Now, do I know how to play chess? No.
So game of chess.
I know the rules. I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
understand
So
the
the game of
strategies.
chess, especially if you're learning how to play chess, it's remembering gambits. If you can remember gambits, that's how you play. That's how. That's
A lot
how
of
you
it
play
is
chess.
is trapping people and baiting. like it's a game you play. There's strategies
There,
to it.
there's that, but more than anything is remembering gambits. So gambits are like when you begin playing chess, they teach you the basics of playing chess, and then what they do, well, the old school way was, they'll have the whole thing off, and you'll have only a couple of things, and they say, okay, you have 2 moves, you need to do a checkmate.
Right.
You have 2 moves, you need to escape. You have 1 move to move, and now you have to start thinking, and that becomes a gambit, right? Like
Okay.
it becomes a small part of the entire gambit, and then as the chess players evolve, they create their own gambits.
Yeah.
Like best chess players in the world have created their own gambits, and some chess players even use the tactic as like come in playing so slow, knowing that the other guy's a fast player. They're just taking their time, which annoys the other player, losing, and then getting him to the point of frustration.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I think it's like 7 winning games. They'll lose 6 times, and then the 7 would come back and fucking wipe the floor with 7 games straight win. So, yes, there's strategy to it, but it's more than anything. It's more gambits, and anyone can really do it if you have really good memory. So, number one, to be really good at playing game, to be a Grossmeister, like you're gonna need more than just remembering shit.
What's that guy's name?
There's Fischer, Kasparov,
something
Karpov,
Magnus.
Magnussen. Yeah, Magnussen is from
something like
Norway.
Yeah, he's number 1, isn't he?
Uh,
Or he was at one point.
Yeah. So the Gary Kasparov was the first guy that beat IBM computer. Then they created a computer specifically to beat him, and he beat that too. And then they came out and created this beast of a computer that beat him, and then he ended up suing him by saying, "You created this computer that can play chess so well. You literally created it just to beat me. Like, you would never release this to the normal people, because normal people would never win against this. Like, so you really created a game that was only designed to beat me." So
Yeah. Carl Weathers, you guys know Carl? You know who Carl Weathers is? He passed away last week.
No.
R.I.P. Carl Weathers. He played the black guy in The Mandalorian. It's like the mayor of the town.
Oh shit, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
He's also plays his most iconic role is
Rocky?
In Rocky when he plays Creed. Yeah, he passed away.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You guys
From
know
what,
a
do you know?
sloth could hold their breath longer than a dolphin?
A sloth? I mean, it makes sense. They move so fucking slow. I bet they barely use any oxygen.
Crazy.
That's got a point.
But yeah, so do you know what happened? I don't think his family released what happened during his death. God damn,
Holy mother
stupid
of
ads.
According to the blast recited, the actor's death certificate, Weathers died naturally of atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease and had suffered from heart disease for years.
Well, pull that up. What is atherosclerotic?
I don't think we're
It's
gonna
something that-
understand it anyways.
Heart disease, but it looks like sclerosis is with like forgetting something. So that means you're like what, the heart stopped working properly, or the there you go.
Buildup of cholesterol plaque
Plaque.
in the walls of the
So they're-
arteries, causing obstruction of blood flow.
There you go. Okay. So heart attack most likely.
Guys, before we forget, our official sponsor, Vitality Wellness Center, guys. Make sure to check them out. They've got their locations on Park Street and 4th Street, guys. The new location on 4th Street. They actually are extended hours now on 4th Street, too. I think it's 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And then, like, for example, I think Park Street is 10 a.m. to 7. So they extended the hours a little bit. 4th Street is open a little bit longer. They've also got the steam room, new steam room on 4th Street, guys. Make sure to check out Vitality Wellness Center. If you haven't gotten your credit yet, all you got to do is put Vitality in the chat of our stream on one of our streams. You can get a one-time use free credit for checking out one of the modalities of Vitality. If you not only have a subscription there, go guys, check it out.
So go with that, or this one or the other one. The other article is going to be long, but this one I thought it was interesting.
There was no Jesus. All right, we're about to lose half of our chat.
So there's a theory that 2,000 years ago there was no really guy named Jesus. There was a Jewish priest that was preaching and things like that, but there was no like proverbial Jesus, they're saying. So read a little bit.
You
of
better
it,
say
it
they're
makes
saying.
sense. Well, because nobody knows, right? It's just.
I
an
mean,
idea.
nobody really fucking knows at this point. 'cause
no one really knows,
In
right?
recent decades, it has become widely accepted by secular scholars that the Hebrew Bible Old Testament is more myth than history. In particular, the Israeli archaeologist Israel Finkelstein and his American colleague Neil Asher Silberman have written in The Bible Unearthed 2002 that none of the patriarchs from Moses and Joshua backwards existed as historical figures, and that there was no record of Jews having been enslaved in Egypt. Instead, they descended from the Canaanites, that David and Solomon were warlords rather than kings, and that the first temple was built 3 centuries after Solomon. But that view that the Christian Bible is similarly lacking in veracity has, until recently, been drowned out by those arguing for flesh and blood Jesus. One reason for the consensual chorus may relate to the fact that tenured positions in departments dealing with Bible history tend not to be offered to those who doubt that Jesus was real. So the revival of the doubters camp owes much to the internet, as well as to the missionary zeal of its key proponents. Momentum began together in the 1990s with a series of books by Earl Doherty, a Canadian writer who became interested in scripture while studying ancient history and classical languages. Doherty claimed that Paul and other early Christian writers did not believe in Jesus as an earthly figure, but instead as a celestial being crucified by demons in the lower realms of heaven and then resurrected by God. His views, ironically, in the face of it, the most ostensibly religious, in being so thoroughly spiritualized, were rejected by historical Jesus scholars who claimed that Doherty lacked the academic nous to understand ancient texts. But the next wave, which included Price, was more firmly rooted in academia.
So
I like this thing where they're saying Doherty lacked the academic nous to understand ancient text. Like, these motherfuckers got together. It's like, well, you're not smart enough to understand this properly because we're reading between the lines and you're not.
Mm-hmm.
This is why you're fucking stupid.
Now, let me put this
Like,
theoretical,
bruh, what the
in
fuck?
front of you. What would have happened? What do you think would happen if Jesus came out during like today? Like, they would all just look at him and be like, "What is this schizo fucking talking about?"
They do. Have you seen crackheads at the corners?
Yeah, right, right.
What is? It's not the crackheads. I think we do have people like Jesus nowadays. Think about
People starting cults.
We have
no, not even
we
cults.
have Jesus, aka
Jesus, yay!
No, I mean, think about
Vultures won out
perfect,
right now.
perfect. Think about Taylor Swift. She has this big following.
No, but that's not the
We've
same.
already talked about this.
Well, stop,
No,
hear
but
me out.
that's not the same.
Hear me out. She commands a big audience of people. She says things, and her audience follows her, right? Because she's popular. Now, to this day, we have people like Jesus. They're just very good orators that speak to the masses and convince them that their way is right.
Yeah, but when T Swift passes away in many years, they're not gonna look at her as a way of life.
They're not.
And the
They're
son
not.
of God.
They're
Like,
they're
what
not
I'm trying to
because
say
seculars will not accept her. Not I understand that, but what I'm saying is, back in the day, Jesus was someone that spoke really well, did the things according to majority of people. They liked him and they followed him, kind of how they followed in T Sweezy.
but
And
Jesus was out here talking about, "I'm the son of God."
yeah, but then remember also at that time you had Judaism, and then you had a bunch of fucking tribes that still believed in fucking
The sun gods,
yeah. So there were so many,
sun
so
god,
many,
moon god, grass god.
yeah. There are so many things that were not together, and then what happened was Christians then fucked everybody up, and then and they united everyone, and they said, okay, from now on, this is the religion, and this is the religion. If you don't believe in this religion, we'll fuck you up. That's what happened. So gather everyone together and say, you know what? T Sweezy is going to be the new Jesus. And if you don't believe in her, we're going to start chopping heads. Like in 100 years, everybody's going to think T Sweezy is the new Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, if it was like back then.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, right now, if a motherfucker came out and was like, "I'm the son of God. This is the way to live. This is
Vatican would fucking kill him immediately. No, that's what would happen. Vatican
But no,
would be the
not
first one.
Vatican. Like, I'm saying in the views of the public, like, they're just gonna look at him as some fucking person that needs mental help. You know what I mean?
Yes, they do. Just like they looked at Jesus back in the day. You need mental help because
But then the people still followed him. There's still people who came and followed him.
yeah, because he was a great orator. He was a great speaker. Like, bro, we don't need to go far. You have the whole Scientology church here in Clearwater. There are people literally following the Scientology church.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the bottom line, I think, you know, that's why they're called sects, right? They don't even call them religions; they call them sects because, you know, for you to be a religion, what's the criteria for you to be a religion? There's certain marks you need to hit
But
for
we've
it to be
talked
a
about this. Your
religion.
leader has to be dead.
It's not only criteria. There's
I'm
more
just
to
fucking
it.
with
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'm just talking
Yeah.
about like the whole thing with the religious and cults. Remember that,
Yeah.
that joke I told?
There's actual like specific things that you have to follow to become a.
What's the difference between the religion and a cult, Biggie? You know it.
Yeah,
Biggie
so-
doesn't want to give us the answer.
The cult leader is dead. That's a religion.
Basically.
If it's alive, it's just a cult.
Yeah.
No, there's more to it, bro. There's got to be like an official church. There's got to be a
We're gonna
following.
look
Like
up
Definition of religion.
No,
No.
What are
For a sect to become a religion, what it takes for a sect to become a religion? Yeah, there you go. So that'll give us a breakdown.
What does it take to become from a cult to become
The essential
religion?
difference here, blow it up.
when it is granted a tax-free status by the government?
Go down. The essential.
When it progresses from killing its members to killing non-members.
Go down. The essential
The
difficulties.
essential differences is openness. Religions publish their beliefs openly in the Bible, Quran, Bhagavad Gita.
Bhagavad
I don't know how to say that. Bhagavad Gita, etc., and seek to persuade the public of their truth. Anyone who accepts these beliefs in the accompanying rituals is recognized as a member of the religion. There is a priesthood which is open to any normally male person with the necessary commitment. Religions therefore seek a mass following. Cults, however, rely on a secret or special knowledge which is revealed only to initiates by the cult's founder or his/her chosen representatives.
There we go. I think
Beliefs
that's
are normally published.
I think so. There you go. The secrecy around it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
So there you have it. But I mean, do you have orators now that are like good and they have a big following? Of course. Like you have a huge following of, I don't know. Look at presidents, bro. Look at Trump. 50%
Yeah, but they
of the
don't-
country following fucking Trump like he's the godsend. You know what I mean? And the other 50 following the Biden like he's the godsend.
What is the polls at right now, Miggy?
The what?
The polls for the election. What are they at right now?
I haven't looked at it in a while. But he just judge just pretty much like stalling tactic, denied his stalling tactic. So where you at?
They're
Trump,
even.
they're even?
According to YouGov, sponsored by The Economist, they're even. Then according to iPost, sponsored by Reuters, is Reuters, whatever.
34,
3%.
37.
Yeah, 3% on Trump. It looks like most of the polls are giving, if anything, a few percent to Trump. Not giving, sorry. Reporting that if anything, it's even or maybe a few percent.
Tad above.
Yeah, to Trump.
And that's because Nikki Haley still. Who are still people in the race? Is
Not
Nikki Haley still in the race, right?
I have no idea. I haven't looked into politics.
Yeah,
in about a week.
I don't really pay attention much to politics.
So that's gonna change once Nikki Haley gets out. That's gonna be interesting because a lot of people, the reason they're going for Nikki Haley is because they don't like Trump. So the
But
question,
they also don't want to go for Biden.
well, they don't. But the question remains: do they hate Trump more or do they hate Biden more?
Right, when they have to actually
So,
make
and
a
I think
decision
Nikki
between
Haley's
the real
people,
two.
yeah, the Nikki Haley's people are gonna be a very big split. So down
Now
the
let
road.
me ask you this though: a lot of those polls were like 40% and 40%. Where's the other 20?
Where's the other 20? The other 20 saying "fuck you."
Okay.
You know,
I
the
like
other
that.
20, the other 20 penciling their own name. You know what I mean?
So
So-
Donald Trump got the green light to go back into Wall Street.
Yeah.
Months after leaving the White House, former President Donald Trump began plotting his return to Wall Street. That return, delayed by years of regulatory and legal hurdles, is now
What's up,
reportedly
Nat?
becoming a reality, and it could make Trump a fortune. U.S. regulators have finally given the green light to a controversial merger between Truth Social, owner Trump Media and Technology Group, and a blank check company. The blessing from the Securities and Exchange Commission removes the last major obstacle holding back the deal. The merger, if approved by shareholders, would pave the way for Trump Media to become a publicly traded company, one where Trump will own a dominant stake that could be worth billions. And it's estimated that it could be worth about $4 billion.
Truth Media is run by
so
his
basically
son,
what
I
it's
think.
saying is Donald Trump is a marketing company now.
Well, Donald Trump is always a marketing
Oh
company.
shit! You guys want to hear some funny shit actually about? Oh no, never mind. I'll tell the part of the story.
But I think what's happening right now, I think X is literally driving nails into coffins of every social media out there, and I think more people are switching to X than anyone else.
I never use Twitter. Just
Yeah.
because they renamed themselves does not mean I will.
Well, see, here's the thing: people that do start using the Twitter,
The Twitters.
yeah,
It's like my dad.
it's kind of like a merger between Facebook and Instagram. It's just better in a sense where you don't have as much
It's almost there's not no censorship, but like you can literally post nudes on there. So
yeah, you don't have as much censorship, number one, and number two, they do fact check. Like all the fact checks, like all the people were talking shit about the football game, like immediately was fact checked by Twitter.
yeah, Twitter has that whole little thing where it tells you like, oh, this has not been fact checked. Oh,
Yeah.
this has been fact checked and it's wrong. This has
Yeah.
been fact checked and it's right.
Yeah.
All these things.
Did you guys hear about the shooting that occurred after the Kansas Chiefs rally?
I heard about that. Yeah.
No, I didn't know. Go ahead.
Yeah, after the Kansas Chief rally, there was a shooting.
So there was a shooting that also happened in Texas where a trans woman that turned into a man went into a church and shot a bunch of people up.
Shit.
Damn.
How many?
Yeah.
How many people passed
And
on
the
the
church
rally?
I don't know how many. Yeah, rally I don't know, but I know in the church 3 people.
Damn.
The church had like Jewish flag, and this trans man was pro-Palestinian, so they shut up the place.
Shit.
No one has been charged yet in Kansas City shooting. Here's what we know so far. The woman killed has been identified as Lisa Lopez Galvan, a local DJ and a mom of 2 kids, according to her family and police. More than 20 others were hurt, ranging from 8 to 47 years old.
So that's the woman, right?
Yes, Lisa.
Lopez Galvan.
Yeah. What happened?
Half
The
of those
shooter?
people were under the age of 16, she added. The shooting was a personal dispute between several people in which others were wounded, Graves said. She said there was no link to terrorism or homegrown extremism. No one got charged. Initially, police detained 3 people for further investigation, 1 adult and 2 juveniles, according to Graves. The adult was released Thursday afternoon after police determined they were not involved. A spokesperson for the police department said 2 juveniles still in custody have not yet been charged, but police are working with juvenile prosecutors to review investigative findings.
Witness accounts. Read that. 1 minute.
One man said that he overheard an altercation before the shooting where a woman told the presumed shooter, "Don't do it, not here, this is stupid." He said the person pulled out a gun and started shooting and spinning in a circle. Jacob Gooch Sr. told CBS Gail King Kansas City Chiefs offensive lineman Trey Smith told ABC he found shelter in a closet and guided others to safety. He also helped calm scared kids, as did cornerback Algerius.
So was that the woman that was shooting?
Natalie.
So it was a woman shooting?
Make sure to claim your
Lisa
vitality.
Lopez. Can you Google her name?
Lisa Lopez Galvan is identified as
Click
the
on the
woman
name.
killed.
Woman killed.
I think you just want to see the girl.
No, the DJ died in a rally shooting radio station. So who was the shooter?
They still haven't. They're still
found
figuring
out.
that out.
Oh, they haven't figured it out.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
they're talking about. The investigation's still going on. They
Pull
got
up that.
people-
Pull
couple
up the
people in
other
custody,
shooting. The
and
church
they haven't
shooting
been
in
charged.
Texas. The recent church shooting in Texas. Yeah, Lakewood. Yeah, you go. Yeah, that guy came out and talked. He's like a big
The shooter
priest.
at Texas megachurch had a history of mental illness and brought their young son to the attack that was carried out using an AR-style rifle and ended in an exchange of gunfire with 2 off-duty officers, authorities said Monday. Houston police identified the shooter as Janice Yvonne Moreno, 36, who they say wore a trench coat and carried a backpack Sunday upon entering Lakewood Church, which is led by Pastor Joel Austin. Moreno used both male and female aliases, but investigators who looked at the Defense Police report found that Moreno identified as a female. Houston Police Commander Chris Hasek said the attack happened between services at the Houston megachurch in a former NBA arena and sent worshippers scrambling for safety.
There you go.
So she got mad at something and then
So
ran into a church.
Well, the thing was because they were pro-Jewish church and she was pro-Palestinian. Last I heard, and that's the reason why she basically shot the place up.
Wow. Don't you guys think everything is so extreme, but I feel like a lot of the people who are supporting Palestine are more extreme.
They are 100%
Well, they're
extreme.
They're supporting the extremists. I mean,
yeah, they're very.
I don't know how much hate I'll get for saying that, but
I mean, it's true. It's the truth. No, you're not saying that they're right or wrong. You're just saying
No.
that they're extremists.
They're supporting the extremists, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's like
Well, I don't know if they're supporting the extremists. They themselves are extreme.
Yeah.
You
No,
know.
you're right.
So.
Costco's rolling out its strictest membership yet, and shoppers are not happy. If you're a Costco,
Careful,
you're likely
Jay.
familiar with the entrance protocols. Typically, you would flash a membership card at the employee manning the door before entering the warehouse full of your favorite bulk items. However, the retailer is experimenting with a new policy that has loyal longtime members scratching their heads. Costco is now requiring members to scan their membership cards at the door rather than just quickly showing the card to gain entrance. So it's just the same shit,
See,
just
but
make
this
it more
is-
of a hassle.
This is the thing. They're just giving you more of a hassle because you got to present this and scan it when you go to pay anyways.
Yeah, but the scanning is not that much of a hassle as you would think.
But at the same time, how many times have we been let in there when it comes to Costco and Sam's Club when we don't have a card? The guy at the front just goes, "Oh, you're not going to be able to buy anything." Okay, cool. Fucking keep walking.
No, yeah, that's fine. They're still gonna say the same thing.
Then what the fuck is the point of scanning the card? The scanning the card is supposed to be like, hey, if you don't have a card, not allowed in. Because it's saying gain entrance. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I can see what you're asking. Like, what point you're collecting this data? What is this data gonna be used for?
Exactly. When you're already just like, oh, show me a card.
Or
oh, I
what
don't
are you
have one.
trying to prevent? You know.
Alex says the Texas shooter was never confirmed to be trans. It is a rumor with no corroborating evidence at this time, and that is correct.
But they were saying that they found evidence that she was
She's using
identified.
allies says him and she, and she had mental issues.
Well, I think that they were saying that because they were using aliases.
Yeah.
Aliases under different genders doesn't necessarily mean that it was transgender. But okay, so yeah, see, the mega church shooter has not been identified as transgender despite.
Well, they
claims
might
online.
not be transgender, but they might be part of LGBTQIA plus.
I don't know.
Sure, whatever.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they are. They're just not. They're not a.
right
They're
in their
not a
head. That's all it
traditional. They're not a traditional.
But there's no
bigender.
There's no
person.
evidence to say that either.
No,
There's no
I
evidence-
understand that.
yeah.
I understand that. But the point here is that they're not a traditional bigender.
But how do you know that?
Because they don't know that.
Right,
They're themselves saying that it's not it. Otherwise, they would come out and said it's it. They wouldn't just go out there and say, well, if God forbid Eddie went out there and shot somebody, they wouldn't be like, well, we don't know if he was a man or a woman. Like he was identifying this man named Eddie, whatever.
Yeah.
They themselves don't know what's going on, and that's what they're trying to be politically correct in this. They're trying to be very PC and not to hurt anyone's
it's
feelings
not-
and get boycotts
It's
going.
not about that. It's that the internet rumored for it to be a transgender. It doesn't mean that
I understand.
the officials actually came out and said anything
Oh
regarding
no,
that.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is the officials are being very careful in PC not to get riots because of the LGBTQIA plus communities are pretty sensitive when it comes to these things. So they're
You saying
they-
IA plus? At the
yeah,
end?
I think that's what it is.
IA.
Yes, I
Okay.
think that's what it is.
I don't know.
LGBTQIA plus.
Yeah.
It is IA.
Yeah.
What does IA stand for?
Lesbian, gay, bi, transgender,
Intersex and asexual. Got it.
questionable, indecisive, asexual.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So they're coming. They don't want to they don't want to mislabel. So they're being very PC and saying, okay, well, we don't know if it's 100%
I think the
transgender,
reason
but the person belongs.
that came out was
to the
apparently
group
because they
anyway.
registered under multiple aliases. Male
There's
and female,
also
maybe.
LGBTQIP2SAA. Lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, pansexual, two-spirited, and asexual.
Yeah, but
Two-spirited.
But I think the one IA one is the most prominently used one. so-
Right, that's what it looks like.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because it's shorter and
Okay.
easier to remember.
That's good enough.
Yeah. So whatever. Jay believes rumors of evidence. I don't believe rumors of evidence. I'm telling you, the article itself is not giving you a gender, bro. Like, start reading the same articles. It's not a rumor. They're not giving you a gender. Otherwise, they would give you a gender. Just like in the other shooting, they said we don't know who it is. A woman was shot. Why would they say a woman was
It's
shot?
okay, Jay.
Bro, that's like this dumbass like technicality. This fucking bullshit that means
Oh my God.
absolutely
Alright,
nothing
I'm
for
gonna
the
let you.
world, bro. Like, means nothing. You add no fucking value to the world, and then you come in with your little dumbass comments. Like, this just makes no fucking sense. Do you fucking jerk off to this shit? Fucking just how do you so fucking stupid, man? I don't know how do you survive until now. Like, literally, you wouldn't have survived in the other place. Only in fucking America, bro. Yeah, anyway, you're lucky to be in this country. Yeah, I'm good now.
10 excellent titanium watches.
Yeah, I figured you might like these.
Yeah, I've been wanting a titanium one.
Yeah, I figured you might like
I know
this.
they have the yacht. I've seen that before. So this is, I actually showed you this the other day. It comes with Miota movement and a Timex titanium field watch. It's pretty overpriced though. I think this thing is like $350. Yeah, $350. It says it there.
So this one, but do you like this though?
I think it's a nice looking watch.
Go down. Let's see what we got next. Citizen
Bryson.
Bro, too busy maybe?
Inspired by the brand's barreled case automatic chronographs from the 1970s, the Bryson packs a typical amount of Citizen-themed value at a retail price below $500. You get a dual register chronograph with a 60-minute totalizer plus a date window. Titanium case construction with a matching integrated bracelet. The brand's proprietary light-powered eco-drive movement technology, water-resistant to 100 meters, and it's an excellent versatile titanium ticker. And then we got the Baltic Aquascape.
I've been seeing this brand a lot.
Yeah, so they've been coming up on Insta too. Like they've been doing fucking.
I saw they just released a watch with a guilloche dial actually.
Do you think that's little? Go back up a little bit. Do you think it's very? Does it remind you of Seiko?
If you go back to it real quick, Mickey. It reminds me of a weirdly proportioned Tudor.
It reminds me of the.
Go to Seiko. Go to
reminds me of the
Seiko.
Seikos.
Seiko 5. Do
Yep.
Seiko
That's
5
exactly what
diver.
it reminds me of.
Diver. Yeah, that right there.
Yeah.
No. Go to the second one. Second or first one. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I can see what you're
See,
talking
like,
about.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It's just this traditional diver's watch.
Go.
I don't think the proportions match very well though.
No, they don't.
Hamilton.
Hamilton khaki field titanium.
I haven't seen this
auto.
one in person, but I think yours looks much better. This is just my opinion. I think your Seiko looks much better than that Hamilton.
Really?
I think so.
I don't know, man. It's very, almost damn near the same watch. I mean,
No, look at the hands. Hands are different. The
yeah,
number
my hands
sizes are
the
different.
thicker. They don't have like that.
The arm markers are different. You know, like then the inside of the dial itself is different. It's almost got like a 3-dimension to it. Like it's got like a little, like a drop off. Yours
Yeah.
is more even, and like that window, even the window on the watch, like the date window, yours seems solid. Where this one seems like there's still room in there, and looks like that 8. I don't know if that's the angle they took a picture. It's not aligned completely.
That bothers the shit out of me.
Yeah, so I don't know, man. I think your watch,
Like right
looks
now, because we're getting
much
towards the
better.
end of the day, my 15 is starting to shift.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Yeah, that the Seiko 4 will do that. Yeah.
Tag Heuer
Tag
Aqua
Heuer.
Racer Professional 200 Solar Graph.
Well, I give it to them. They never changed this. For years, they've been
I was
producing
gonna
the
say,
same
I
body
actually kind
style.
of like this one.
Yeah, they've been producing
Couple,
the same body style for
Couple
years.
AP features on this one,
Where do you see that, Miggy?
or I mean, Patek Philippe.
Yeah, the lines on the
Yeah.
dial are like classic 5711 vibes.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
little,
actually
little bulky on the sides.
Little Nautilus vibes to it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one's nice. I like that.
Longines.
I like that very much.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be fucking.
I was
bougie when you
surprised.
say Longines.
I saw a video today of a guy who was going around this a little watchmaker's boutique. Like these guys were actually not watchmakers; they were considered watchmakers, but they were servicing watches, right? And multiple of them had Longines on.
Yeah,
wonder-
Longines is a good fucking.
I wonder
watch.
if that tells you something, you know?
Longines. Back in the day, if
One of
you-
them had a Hamilton.
Back in the day, if you want a Swiss watch, and you want the cheapest, best Swiss watch, that would be Hamilton. If you want a badass watch that's like vintage, get a Longines, because back in the day, Longines were like the shit.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, we got a little Rolex wannabe.
Well,
I
Tudor
mean,
is
he's not wrong, but Pelagos
is owned by Rolex.
Yeah,
so
Pelagos.
you're gonna get the
Pelagos
same
is very
DNA.
nice. I really like the Pelagos because I like the big indices on the dial. So the really thick hour markers, the really thick hands and stuff like that.
It's very easy to see, but I prefer having just the numbers on the sides. Also, What the fuck is this?
So that's the diver's watch indicator. So that's to let you. That's supposed to be like a timer almost.
Huh.
So like, let's say, Miggy, let's say.
I don't like it.
Okay, so
Maybe
right
'cause
there.
I'm not a diver, but I don't like it.
So right there, right, the watch is currently telling time at 10:10, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you would do is say, let's say you're about to dive, and you have.
I thought you just said you're about to die.
You're about to dive, and you have your thing is gonna be your tank is 30 minutes, right? You would spin that to where the little arrow, right, goes down to the 40-minute mark, per se, right?
No. So you would spin that arrow.
Half an hour, bro, to the 40-minute.
Yeah. So you either spin it that way, or you can spin it down to the arrow towards the hand, and then as it lapses 40 minutes, you know exactly 40 minutes have passed. Or you can just go down. You can put the hand on a 40 minutes, and as your watch as it sweeps, it'll give you like you have 0 minutes left. You can either count down or count up.
We have the Omega Seamaster Diver 300 meters.
That's the James Bond watch. James Bond movie.
Yeah,
watch.
very similar. Very similar.
No, that's the actual James Bond watch.
I thought the James Bond watch has a black and almost blue bezel.
This is the gold, bro. They did that goldish bullshit. James Bond watch, Omega. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. That is the James Bond watch.
Mhm.
So that comes in titanium. I didn't know that. The Zenith.
I like this one.
El Primero.
I like this one a lot.
So Zenith.
It's clean. I like it.
El Primeros. Reason they call it the El Primeros, that was one of their first, I think, automatic chronograph movements.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also were the ones who used to make the original movement for the Daytona.
Yep. Rolex used to buy it from them.
Yeah.
And here's go back up. But look at the price point. It's cheaper than a Daytona.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
And the El Primero has just as much history
Mm-hmm.
behind it. Maybe it's not as known.
An aftermarket, you probably buy it cheaper than that.
Zenith is not as known, nowhere near as known as Rolex, but Yachtmaster 42
It's
in
kind of
titanium.
like
This would be a badass watch for Ozzy.
It's kind of like Rolls Royce and BMW, because BMW makes the engines for Rolls Royce, right? But not a lot of people know that. They know the Rolls Royce. They don't look at the Rolls Royce because of the engine.
Yeah, the Rolls Royce isn't about the engine.
It's about the brand.
Right.
And that's it.
That's it?
That's it for that. Major breakthrough reveals the most accurate predictor of human intelligence. For decades, scientists have been on a relentless quest to unravel the mysteries of intelligence. The intricate interplay between brain structure and functional connectivity that underlies human intelligence has remained an enigma. However, a groundbreaking analysis has recently offered unprecedented insight into how various brain regions and neural networks contribute to a person's problem-solving abilities, shedding light on an elusive trait known as general intelligence. The study employs a novel approach known as connectomet-based predictive modeling to explore 5 prominent theories about neural mechanisms driving intelligence. As Aaron Barbie explains, to understand the remarkable cognitive abilities that underlies intelligence, neuroscientists look to their biological foundations of the brain. Modern theories seek to show how the brain's information processing architecture enables problem-solving capacity. Evan Anderson elaborates on the needs for a biological understanding, emphasizing the importance of characterizing how individual differences in intelligence and problem-solving abilities relate to the underlying architecture and neural mechanisms of brain networks. Traditionally, theories of intelligence have concentrated on localized brain regions such as the prefrontal cortex, renowned for its role in cognitive functions such as planning, problem-solving, and decision-making. More recent theories have shifted their focus towards specific brain networks, while others delve into intricate interactions between different networks. Barbie and Anderson put these established theories to the test against their own network neuroscience theory, which posits that intelligence emerges from the global architecture of the brain, encompassing both strong and weak connections. Anderson clarifies the distinction between these connections, stating that strong connections involve highly connected hubs of information processing that are established when we learn about the world and become adept at solving familiar problems. On the other hand, weak connections, while fewer in numbers, provide flexibility and adaptive problem-solving capabilities. Together, these connections form the network architecture essential for tackling the diverse challenges we encounter in life.
Question. So, a lot of times we look at our brain as like another muscle, right? The more you kind of train it and work it out, the better it's going to get, the stronger it's going to get. But let's say like naturally you're just not don't have the best connections, neural connections in
Yeah.
your brain. You're just naturally not going to
Mhm.
be as bad of a problem solver or
Correct.
top of the head thinker
Yeah.
as other people.
Yeah.
But can you train it to be as good as other people? Like, could you practice enough and train your brain enough to kind of overcome these things?
I feel like
I'm sure you could.
I feel like you can, just because, for example, when we start our new job, we suck at it.
Right.
But then eventually, once
Tell me about it.
Once we do it enough, we just get better and better and better and better.
So
at
I
doing
think
it.
it's just the time, right? Like the time it takes, because you have children with autism. There are some that are autistic, very autistic, where you cannot. They're just there's nothing that can be done. But there are some that are autistic, but you can train them over years, and they can do basic tasks. And there are some that you can train them. They can't really understand certain things, like emotions and things like that, for example. But they can be full functioning. Some things they're gonna come easy to them, and some things gonna. So I think it's just one of those things. Like, can you train it? Yes. Is it gonna take a very very long time to do it? Yes.
Yeah.
Because if it doesn't click, it doesn't click, right? Now the cool part is we do live in 2024, which means every single person has a chance right now to survive, right? Where back in the day you probably would have died. You know what I mean?
True.
And the old trusted bullshit website, Your Tango.
Our little Your Tango segment.
Shit, Tango.
Experts reveal the one thing a narcissist always does at the end of a relationship. Shifts the blame to you.
Yeah, that's what a narcissist does in almost
Yeah.
any situation.
The narcissist
Well,
always
is that-
blames you
We
for
talked
breaking
about
down
that
the
reaction,
relationship.
remember?
Yeah.
Like what was it called again? That reaction, we talked about that article that they were talking about, like almost any narcissist, like you can walk through these certain things and kind of tell you if they're being a narcissist or not.
Yeah, it's like, putting out their bullshit. They don't like that.
Instantly
stick-
trying to be competitive,
Yeah.
like, oh, but you did this.
Yeah, exactly. Like, but see, like, so when you say, I want to talk about like that first point, right? Like, if you're trying to break up, obviously shifting the blame is not it, right? Or shifting the blame on that person or putting the blame on you is not it. Like, how do you break up? How do you break up in a most? You can't. It's almost you can. To me, it's like when you need to break up. It's almost like ripping a band-aid. Like, you got to rip it off. There's no like go slow in case we rip one little hair at a time, right? I don't know. This is just I don't know. What do you guys think?
You just break up, dog. You just explain why
I
you're
agree, it
breaking
doesn't-
up, and you just break up.
But
Doesn't
like
do anything for
my
anybody to
thing
be
is
shifting
like
It's
blame.
not something that can be repaired. You just break up.
yeah, but see, like when you say explain, do you think anything you say is gonna matter in the whole scheme of things?
No. Again, you explain your stance as to why you're breaking up, and then you just break up. If it's not something that can be repaired.
Mm. But the thing where I'm coming from is like if you're not trying to hurt someone's feelings, how do you go about it? You
There's
can't.
no such
That's
thing.
there's no such thing. Someone's feelings are gonna be
You
always
just
hurt.
break up.
Yeah.
And if they take it well, good for them. If they don't, time will heal.
Yeah.
Number 2, orchestrates a
shame.
narrative where they emerge as the victim.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
Blaming,
some bullshit.
shifting the blame.
Turns the gaslight up to a power burner.
Yeah,
Kinda
same
the
thing.
Well, refuses to acknowledge.
Refuses to acknowledge the part in anything.
Same
Again,
thing, same
narcissistic.
thing.
What can you give me a perfect, like exact definition of gaslighting? I have an idea what gaslighting is, but I want an exact definition of gaslighting.
Gaslighting is usually when you try and it's like making the other person feel like they're the one who did something wrong, and that's the problem.
Manipulating someone into questioning their own perception of reality.
Now, do you think it's gaslighting? Do you think the word gaslighting is being used properly in the recent years, or is it being used incorrectly?
Incorrectly.
Most of the
Incorrectly,
time?
probably a lot. Yeah.
A lot
Yeah,
of
because I hear a lot of times people say, "Well, they're gaslighting me," but as you start listening to the story of what they're called gaslighting, it just comes out that they're acting like a fucking asshole. And person pointed it out to them, look, well, you gaslighting me. Well, no, you were acting like an asshole, and I pointed it out. That's not me gaslighting, right?
I think people may confuse that term for trolling. Somebody for trolling. So trolling is somebody inciting you to do something because it's funny. Gaslighting,
Well, no,
it's making you question reality. So,
So,
putting out questions that might make you question that reality.
It's like I don't know, I could do something myself, and then you're like, yo, but the reason that happened was X. And I'm like, no. The reason that happened was because you did this, actually.
So let's say reality is objective. It's not subjective, right? So everyone has a subjective view about reality, right? So you come in and say your subjective view is wrong, and this is why it's wrong because objectively this is the truth. 2 plus 2 is 4 objectively, but in your subjective reality you're telling me it's 5. Me telling you that you're wrong, that's not gaslighting.
No. So altering the person's reality.
Yeah, it's when you're saying objective truth, it's 4, and I'm coming in and saying it's 5, and then I'm blaming you that it's 5, and then try to explain that it is 5.
Right.
So, but that's what I'm saying. And a lot of times when I hear people saying gaslighting, and I'll hear their story, and it's like, well, you literally, like, you have no concept of reality. You just have your own opinion and your beliefs that do not apply to the world. So that's not really gaslighting at this point. It's just they told you that you're being stupid. So,
yeah, I think we're good.
Cool.
Alrighty, guys.
Is that all with the articles? Do we have a lighthearted one somewhere in there?
Probably not.
A lighthearted one?
Yeah.
You guys know immortal jellyfish?
No, that's lighthearted. Let's talk about death.
No, so I mean, they don't die. The immortal jellyfish.
Oh, yeah. I knew that jellyfish do not die. Yes.
No.
Yes.
This specific one is immortal. So it has a reset button and reverts to an earlier developmental stage if injured.
Oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah, so it doesn't really die.
So
how the fuck do the cells in that thing work?
Well,
because every cell is supposed to have like a biological clock. So in the sense where I get what's probably happening.
Like jellyfish begins life as a larva called a planula, which develops from a fertilized egg. A planula swims at first and settles in the
look up planula. I want to see what it looks like. Sounds really cool. The word itself is super cool. You're a fucking planula. Like, so from now I'm gonna start calling people planulas. Okay, so it just looks like a single cell organism.
Yeah. Literally like a cell.
Yeah. You're not even a jellyfish, you're a planula. That's funny. Alright, so
cool.
You just stole Ice Spice's shit right there.
Huh?
You just stole her shit right there, Jay.
But yeah, so it probably like resets itself, like where its cells start acting as stem cells, and it just starts regenerating.
That's interesting. I wish they should fucking
the first thing
research
I thought
the
about,
shit
yeah.
of this shit. Research the shit out of this and like implement this into me, bro. Like,
do you think they would do that?
No, because we've talked about this. Like, it would
The
never be good
cellular
for people to be
mechanism-
immortal. You know that. wouldn't be
Not
productive.
even that. It would just not be good for people to make money.
The cellular
Yeah,
mechanism
that's
behind
true.
it, a rare process known as transdifferentiation, is of particular interest to scientists for its potential application in medicine. By undergoing transdifferentiation, an adult
Differentiation, an adult cell.
one that is specialized for a particular tissue, can become an entirely different type of specialized cell.
That happens when in an embryo, with like when the cells then transdifferentiate. The cells transdifferentiate into a specific tissue, like become heart tissue, become liver tissue.
And that's why maybe children are better at taking damage and recovering from it.
I think children are better taking damage because their body's full of like good stem cells that are still working really, really well. Our stem cells are just pretty much like you have stem cells for everything in your body now, and then once the stem cells die, it's pretty much that's it, like game over, right? But with children, it's a little different. Their body's a little designed differently. So yeah.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thank you guys for coming.
119 down in the books.
Yeah, damn, 120 episodes. Alrighty, guys. Thank you, everyone who came to watch. Y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week on Tuesday. Vitality. Don't forget Vitality.